Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome. In trying to get the plastic production increased, we put in some double pipelines of water and crude oil. Sorry, that's not plastic. Where's the plastic? Next one down. Here we go. Here's plastic. And it's generally working much better now. Looks like we're getting full output. In fact, it appears that we are limited by our bots now, because these are stopped based on a full output, and I can see that there's no bots delivering, and the bots are all occupied. One thing that could help would be to convert this to belts on the coal. Let's take a look there and see how much coal do we need. We need 6,600 coal per minute, which is about 100. What is that? About 100 per second. If we divide that by 60, yeah, it's about 100 per second, 110 per second. That's going to be about 3 blue belts worth. That doesn't seem right to me. I do have productivity in there, right? Yeah. That says 107 drills. That can't be right. Anyway, let's go down there and put in some more bots. That ought to help to begin with. And then I want to work on our oil supply a little bit. Let's get rid of that. So let's add plastic. Oops. Oh, crap. I wasn't in the train. Okay. Come back, please. Glad I caught it before it got too far. I couldn't see where I was standing, and I didn't want to start moving around because I was afraid I would get myself run over. So, alright, let's try this again. Go to the plastic area. I do have 500 bots with me, so we'll put another couple hundred bots, and then we'll work on oil. So my idea for the oil, and right now we're doing okay. We've got oil coming in pretty quickly. We are consuming it quite fast. But one thing I did between episodes, every place except here, obviously, I went and I put speed modules in all the pump jacks. Once we get down to, I believe it's 20% of what the original quantity is on the oil patch, the richness of the patch doesn't decrease any further at that point. So you can put speed modules to speed it up. You'll get more output, and the richness will never get any lower than it already is. So by adding speed modules, and we can put 2 speed modules in each one, that gives me double the output, basically just for the cost of additional electricity. I did forget to put them in these, however, so let's do that. And then we've got this other one down here. We'll module those up as well. There. Okay, so now all the pump jacks on the map should have speed modules. So that'll double our output without doing much else. The other thing that I want to do is if we look at our oil trains, oil 1 and oil 2 and oil 3 are all going to the main base, and then oil 4, 5, and 7 are going to plastic. I skipped right over 6 for some reason. But if we look at 1, 2, and 3, Those spend a lot of time just sitting there because I don't need nearly that much oil at the main base. And so rather trying to balance the trains, what I'd like to do is set up an oil distribution point where we take the oil from all the wells, empty it into tanks, and then where the oil is consumed, we'll have the trains go there and pick up. And that way it'll be easier to balance the production versus the consumption. I was actually considering doing something similar for the iron ore, since I have iron ore going to two places. But the iron consumption between plates and steel is roughly 50%, so I fixed that by basically having every iron outpost, every mining outpost, have an equal number of trains going to both locations. But in this case, the oil that we need for the main base is going to be minimal. So we'll set up a oil distribution point, and I thought it would be good to put it on this same line that serves the plastic area, since I think that's where the majority of the oil is going to go to. So I'm just going to move a distance away here. This looks like it could be a good spot right here. And I think I'll just put a T rather than having separate entrances and exits. And I'll just bring it down and then loop it. Okay, so this is inbound. And this blueprint is wrong. I really need to get better rail blueprints. We actually don't need any signal there, and we need chain signals there since those are merging. These need to be chain signals also, since those are merging. Chains there, that's okay. Yeah, okay, that's better. Alright, and this can be a normal signal because that's splitting. You don't need a chain signal when you split. You only need chain signals when you're merging. And even then, you don't actually need chain signals. Those could be regular signals, I suppose. But in this case, I want the chain going back this way, so that if this is closed, that we don't block these other tracks. Anyway, I'm going to move away a bit of a distance from the main line, just so we have plenty of room. Okay, and then we'll just put a big loop like that. And then we'll have two lines. Let me blueprint this, and then I'll just flip it for the other side if I can. No, I can't actually, but I can do that to make it symmetrical. There. That should be roughly symmetrical. Okay, so we'll have... I brought 50 tanks with me. I don't know if I'm going to need that many. Typically, I've got 6 tanks. That's enough for 2 cars. So I think I'd like to do... I think I'll do 48 tanks. And we we need to space it away 2 from the rails. Alright, so there's 4. That's 8. $16. 24. 32. 36. Okay, let's double this. How many do I have here? That's 18. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 18, I need another 6. Alright, that's 22. Sorry, my math is just horrible right now. That's 44. What the heck am I doing? Alright. Alright, how many is this? That's 26. Alright, so let's get rid of 2 more. Let's use the other one. There we go. Okay, that's 24. And then I want to duplicate this. There. So that should be 48 if I haven't screwed up completely. There we go. Alright, that's 48. And actually I'm going to pick that up so I can center it better. Alright, that looks like it's roughly in the middle. And then we go 1, 2. Alright, there we go. 48. And then hopefully 1. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so this way I can have pumps on both sides going directly from the tanks into trains. So we'll use one side for unloading and the other side for loading. Okay, and this is the exit, so we're going to put a pair of chain signals. Now that I think about it, I don't think we really need chain signals. Those could be regular signals as well. We really only need chain signals on intersections. To merge, we could just use regular signals. But I've been doing it this way the whole game, so I'm not going to start messing with it now. Okay, so let's set up our station. Actually, let's get. I could use an oil train here now. All right, and let me get my passenger station set up. And I should have put a stacker here. I definitely need a stacker. Okay. Let me just finish this up and then we'll blueprint this whole thing. And I need to put a stacker on it. I should have thought of that. All right, put that in there. Put a fresh one there. Okay, so I wonder if I could add that. Now the only way I can do that is by moving all of this. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let's have this go into a stacker first. Now in this case, I only need room for 3 cars. So that would be long enough. One, two, three, like that. Okay, and I'm going to put these close together. No, I'm not. I'm going to space them. I'm going to leave a space of 2, like I usually do. And that's because of signaling. So that's 4, 5, 6. No, that's wrong. Let's do 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. And then lesson learned, I'm going to put a chain signal there, and we can put, put another signal there. Okay. So there's our stacker, and then we come out of there. And let's just copy this section. There. And then let's see. And then we should be able to go back into this like that. But first, let me get rid of that stuff up here on the top. Oops, wrong one. Okay, almost. Let's get rid of this as well. There. Okay, just line this up. Let me get rid of these trees. I hit a tree and lost my alignment. There. Okay, and I'm out of track. So let's do something very temporary here. This is called acid burn. Go. Let's bring my train over. Then we get more track and finish this up. Excellent. And then we bring this up. And we're good. Okay, I'll just add a couple more signals. Okay, so here's our oil depot. Let's put the station in here. Okay, so we'll call this oil underscore depot underscore PAX. And bring the train down there. Okay, so now we can set up the unloading and loading stations. All right, so let's see, that looks like about the middle. All right, now with this setup of the tanks, I'll only be able to get 2 pumps on each car, but that's fine. So this is oil depot unload. I need another station. And then oil depot load is going to go... No, I put that in the wrong place. Is that right? Yep. And that's oil depot load. Okay. So now we can go to our trains. And so all the trains... Well, all the oil trains now need to go to oil depot unload. So let's start with this one. Oil 2 to oil depot unload until empty. And now that I think about it, I think that I should have... stations here to control the unloading, like I've done with the other areas. Let's see, yeah, we'll put a radar right here. It should cover the whole area. Because if these... Well, no, that's okay. If the tank gets full, then the trains will wait here. Yeah, so I don't need circuit control. This will be fine. Alright, and we'll put the signal back there. Unload. Unload. Okay, so why is that chain signal still red? Oh, it's because I haven't put signals here yet. There we go. It was showing that the block was occupied because I didn't have a signal behind my train. Okay. And then on the pickup side, we just reverse directions. Okay. So let's get the rest of our trains coming over here. Okay, oil 1 to oil depot unload until empty. Go there now, please. And then we're going to have a different set of trains that pick up and take them to their points of use. I wish there was a quicker way to do this. Oil depot unload until empty. Get rid of that. Oh no, you need to go to oil 3. Okay, oil 4 to oil depot unload until empty. Oil 5. Almost there. And then oil 7 to oil depot unload until empty. Go there now. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. There is no 6. Those are all coming here. Excellent. Okay. Now we've got 48 of these. I wonder if there's a way that we can set up a signal so I can see how full everything is. Let me make, actually I have red wire in one of these trains. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's whoops. Okay. All right, so now we can see the oil supply. Now with 48 tanks, they hold 25,000 each. That's 1.2 million. All right, so let's set up set up 5 lights. All right, the first one will be red. Second 2 we can make yellow. And the last 2 we can make green. Actually, I feel like we should have one more light. Okay, and we'll connect those with green wire. And then connect the lights with red wire. Let's get a pole over here. All right, and then, all right, so we're going to divide this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments, 1.2 million. So this one can be greater than, let's say 1 million. And and use colors. This one would be 800,000. Whoops. There we go. This one will be 600,000. This one will be 400,000. This one will be 200,000. And this one will be less than or equal to all right, so we've got that set up so that way we can, you know, come in on map view and we can see fairly quickly how we are on our oil supply. And right now it's pretty much filled up. So now we need to go back to the main base and get some trains running to take the oil to their final destinations. I think I did set that up for 8 trains. Yeah, all right, good. I might need to add a couple more, because I think I'm going to need more. I've got 6 trains coming in, plus 1 in the station. So that's 5, that leaves 3. Yeah, I think I should be okay. I'm just going to have 1 train coming to the main base, and then I'll set up 2 for plastic. And we'll start with that. I think that'll be enough. Alright, so this is the color for oil. That's turned off. Alright, so I'm going to need 3 of those. And I'm going to need 6 of these. Alright, so this is going to go to oil depot load until full. And then it's going to go to plastic oil until empty. With 2 cars. Let me copy that, because we're going to have another one just like it. Let me just make sure I am using 2 cars here. Yeah. Alright, and then this one is going to come to the main base. Main oil unload until empty. And now I'm going to disable this shutting off. I don't want that to happen anymore. Okay. So let's take a look. Alright, here's one being loaded now. Yep, it's loading very quickly, which is nice. And then that'll go to the plastic area, which is very close by and is out of oil. All right, now the other thing that I need to do is I need to refuel the trains here. Because the oil outposts are not bringing in fuel. And the way that we are designing the base is that the unload points need to refuel the trains. So let's set up a fuel stop there. I'll just use belts instead of robots. So we'll need to put another stop for the refueling train. And I think the plastic area is providing fuel. Yeah, it is. And is my main unload providing fuel? It is. I should set those up for rocket fuel though. Okay, so let's add a refueling station, and I'm going to have to put it down here. Let's see, get rid of everything except the tracks. There we go. We're getting a lot more biter attacks these days. So we're making a lot more pollution now that our production output has increased quite a bit. Alright, so let me put that one there. And we'll put one there. And then we need to remember the signal on the input. Okay, let's grab a train station, put that one there. And this is going to be oil depot refuel. And what do my refueling stations look like? Where do I have a refueling station? At the smelting area. There we go. All right. We really don't need the speed. Yeah, and we're refueling the trains that are unloading. So this is going to be enabled when rocket fuel is less than 10. Now let's make it 50. Okay. Here's our refuel train, so we'll add oil depot refuel. Until inactivity. Is that how we're doing that? Let me check that. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing that based on inactivity. All right, and then let's run a belt. We're gonna have to go around these tanks. There we go. Okay, it's on its way here now. And then we just need an inserter up here. do have room for another 1 or 2 stops here. So let's go ahead and add those. Alright, there's the fuel train. Looks like that's going to empty out the whole thing. Yep. Okay, and that should be disabled now. Yeah, I've got a lot in that chest. I should have limited that chest. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There we go. Actually, let's limit it to 60 so that we can go over the limit. No, this is good. Let's limit it to 50 and only enable it if we go below 10. Alright, that way we'll load 50 and it'll be happy until it drops below 10 and then the train will come back. That way it won't be continually turning on and off. Okay. Alright, so let's see how our trains are doing on deliveries. In the plastic area, we're doing fine. 1 unloading and 1 waiting. And in the main base, there's 1 unloading. He'll be there for quite a while. And on the loading side of things, tanks are full and we've got several trains waiting. So looks like this is going to work out fine and make sure that we have a good oil supply going to the plastic base. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.